What's up, guys? This is Seth Dickham. Sorry for the slight delay. There have been some problems between the players into getting ready, but here we are. Welcome, as always, to Unreal Pugs, and this is the semi-finals for the 3v3 Elimination Cup. As already mentioned, this will be the finals for the losers bracket, and we'll see MouseSports versus For Honor. This will be, as Babbitts mentioned beforehand, best of 3, which means we'll see tonight only 3 maps. On the roster, we will see Dylan, Frag M, and Slay for Team MouseSports, sorry, and for Honor, Ella, Brutal GG, and Dead Vitas. So, as the players are getting ready, they're probably going around now. And I'll get you guys soon as the players getting ready. Sorry for the small delay. Okay guys, sorry for the small delay. We are finally here. You can see the small roster there, and we're about to get set. As you can see down here we have the Let's Rock message, and when I'm gonna set that, the players are gonna get it done. There you go. There has been one small change for the mouse team, for the MouseSports team. Fragam had a broken keyboard, from what I could read, and it seems like one of them, apparently Dylan, is replacing them. Now the players are warming up, and let's get to it. When they are ready, that is. So here we are. Guys, don't forget to tell us what do you think, what's gonna happen, what's not gonna happen. Now X-ray, first person and autocam, we are there. First view of the day is Snatch. And then Dead Vitas on the lower sniper. We're about to see some action. Let me take the mouse off. I hope you guys are watching in pretty good quality. And Brutal GG, kind of separated. First skirmish against Dylan, connects one first. Shock primary. With Snatch going back onto Dead Vitas. Nice kill, nice prediction. And here's the first kill of the game, and as well as the second. With the Slay being fragged, I lost swear. And Brutal GG concludes the round with a nicely placed sniper. Second round 1-0 for Team 4 Honor. Let me remind you guys that the winner of this round will go to the grand finals, which will be a best of 5 against Silent Artist. Anyways, we lost a little bit of action, and as well as a Team Direct Rocket. Not optimal for Team MouseSports right now. As Ella connects a sniper against the enemy, Slay hits her with a shock primary and then gets hit by Dylan, going down to 31 HP plus 14 of armor. Dead Vitas there has a very bad positioning. As we can see right now here, 25 HP plus 6, but he fights back just with 4 HP and brings Dylan to hell before getting fragged. Mark the second corrects me with actually Ella concluded that round. We shall see the replay further on. You might be right, I might be right. But what is for sure now, Ella did definitely conclude this round against Slay. 2-0 for Team 4 Honor. And Slay trying to snipe through the boxes from the lift entrance. Not really successful in there, and then Dead Vitas tries to deal with Dylan right now. Surprisingly offensive, aggressive. It doesn't seem to go very well for Vitas as he's forcing back right now. Down to 18 1 HP, he commits a small mistake before getting fragged. He doesn't look at the side. Ella with some positioning, nice attempt from Ella, but Slay finishes her off before she could complete her idea. Snatch, I think it was Snatch, connects the last frag and the first round for Team MouseSports. Here we're having Slay trying to get the line of sight while Ella is trying to manage to get against the opponent. She's kind of surrounded. Now tries to reach up to Brutal GG, but then he stays at the lower flag area as Dylan connects 2 snipers against Ella. Now it is indeed the time to go on the offensive with Ella with 27 HP. But then he gets killed by Brutal GG. Now it's a 2-on-1. Slay has to be careful also because Brutal GG is over full with 140 plus 100. As that Vitas tries to reach up to Slay, Brutal GG finishes him off with a sniper shot. 3-1 for Hana. This is round 5, and we're seeing Slay at the lower sniper, accompanied by one of the teammates, which is probably Ella, going for exclusion. Ooh, almost direct rocket against Ella there. Ella going out on the offensive. Pretty bad idea, as Snatch finishes her off with a flag, which can be really deadly. This has been a proof of it. Now Snatch pretty separated from the rest of the match. He connects a sniper against Brutal GG down to 26 HP, and Slay finishes him off. As Dylan with 31 HP. Oh, that was a pretty risky move there. That Vitas almost full on the top with Slay fighting against him directly. Pretty aggressive. Slay not afraid of the advantage, of the possible advantage that he might figure. But he's the last man standing. That Vitas is the last man standing, so Slay figured he could have done it. Now we're seeing some grenade. Now 1-on-1 That Vitas with a nice rocket. And Slay finishes him off. Well played, Slay. Now the other game is displaying the winner of the previous round. And then That Vitas trying to get some prediction combos. Going empty because there's no one in there. Now skirmish between Slay and Vitas. A shock and a sniper from Slay. But then we're seeing Dylan going aggressive against Vitas. Vitas only with 10 HP. He needs to play pretty smart there if he wants to make it out, and apparently not. And I heard a headshot from Snatch against Ella. And Dylan finishes Brutal GG off with a sniper. 3-3, the score has been tied. Now round 7. This is again a best of 3, so people should play really carefully. Also because one mistake might cost one map and one map can cost the entire semifinals. And here it seems like that Vitas followed my example by playing careful and getting the first kill onto Slay. First kill of the round, I mean. Snatch there playing positioning against Ella and winning. Now that Vitas has to play pretty careful, even though he is pretty full on health. He goes terribly aggressive. This has cost him the round. Now Slay surrounded by his teammates trying to snipe from the doors. Managing to find a small corner there. However, he's in a disadvantageous position. Oh, nice attempt there from Brutal GG and from Snatch. I was taking Snatch out. I didn't see the other cam switch. Snatch is off. That Vitas is off. Brutal GG is off. Courtesy of Slay. Slay, which is pretty high on health, over full. Now, not anymore. But he can go aggressive, although he needs to be extra careful because L is not an adversary to underestimate at all. But 2-on-1 with one being with a Lincoln, that's very hard to manage. And all of a sudden, Team MouseSports got the advantage, 5-3. Wolverine says hi to the cameraman. Hi, Wolverine. As Slay still in the middle. Here we're seeing a small skirmish as Snatch goes back onto the doors, and we've basically lost the whole round because the other games spectated onto the wrong person. Now it seems like we're pretty close to the action while Slay's playing positioning against Brutal GG, following rockets there, chasing rockets, sorry. And Slay's having a hit scan skirmish against Ella. No shots have been connected, so to speak. Ella now rejoins with a teammate and follows a skirmish which sees Ella severely damaged, and on the other side Snatch trying to snipe off. Following Slay, Snatch then stops by and Slay goes behind the boxes trying to get a frag onto Ella, knowing that she's low HP, but Brutal GG prevents Slay from doing that by fragging him, and Brutal GG then goes aggressive onto Snatch. He's hungry for frags in there and finishes the round. Pretty brilliant there. Autocam now displaying Ella going on to the shock area, higher shock area, sorry. Rejoining with a teammate as Dylan goes towards the same path that Ella walked. You can see a rocket that connects in there. And now Vitas connects a shock core, but he didn't realize that the enemy was there. He could have connected a combo, he would have dealt an insane amount of damage there. Maybe a direct elimination there. And then Snatch snipes off, or tries to snipe off that Vitas from the top. But then he gets, as you can see, a combo straight to the face, going down to 51 and then to 28. It seems like that Vitas is aware of it and tries with the Stinger secondary, but then renounces to do that, and Snatch get eliminated by Ella's Lincoln. 5-6, now the scores are being a bit more closer one to the other. That Vitas going for multiple combos, deals 68 damage against Dylan, and then goes with the Lincoln secondary, minigun secondary, sorry. And deals actually severe damage to Dylan. As Brutal GG on the other side joins Vitas and tries to deal with Dylan with the shock primary, and Ella got a rocket, followed by then that Vitas, which separates himself from her, choosing to go onto the flag area, deals some damage, connects some chasing rockets, but then they don't strike down, and 148 insane damage against Slay. Nicely placed rocket, although it didn't connect. Smart usage of the boots as well, but who's finishing the round is Brutal GG with his flag cannon, and the score is tied again. That was a very nice action and pretty hard to follow, as someone there is stuck on the higher group bit. That Vitas took some damage there. Really bad start there of the round. This is possibly the last thing you want, but there Slay sees an occasion there with the enemy at his back towards him. And Brutal GG kind of flees from the battle to take the teleporter, and that Vitas is kind of separated from the action. Tries to get something to hit. My English is going pretty bad today. He finds some small skirmishes here and there, but nothing heavy, and it ends up with him being headshot. And thanks to that headshot, MouseSports gains again the upper hand. But the last word is not said yet. And as the Autocam is now displaying Dylan and then Ella, following that Vitas with Snatch behind the corner trying to do something with a minigun secondary. He gets severe damage dealt, going down to 39 HP with 24 armor. Now Autocam switching back to Slay. Getting a line of sight onto that Vitas, however not connecting. But Snatch finishes the work of thinking there is a teammate of Dead Vitas there covering, and whoa, pixel headshot there we're seeing. This is a nice move from Snatch. Here the action is getting kind of intense as we're hearing Mac the Second trying to quote me up there. Here people are playing kind of sneaky because all are with low HP, and we're seeing For Honor getting the upper hand on this round, and the score is tied again. Now Brutal GG got some severe damage as Snatch finishes him off with a Lincoln. Snatch again as well with low damage, chased by Ella, but he manages to deal severe damage. Insane damage, 108. Oh, nice attempt there. It didn't connect. Snatch manages to pick up some more health, even though not much. Ella should be able to survive a sniper shot there. A single sniper shot. Not anymore, and that was a really nice teamwork from MouseSports, getting the upper hand again. The shots being fired from one side of the map to the center. Slay trying to get a line of sight or something to predict. As Brutal GG kind of away from the action, trying to snipe, and snipes down Snatch, dealing 65 damage. He keeps the position covered by Dead Vitas, connecting as well, another hit scan shot. This time from the shock rifle, and we've seen before the switch Ella going down at the hands of MouseSports, and a headshot from another angle. Now it's 2-on-2, slight advantage for Team MouseSports, also because they have one score more. Nice boot jump there, evading the small lines of sight. As Snatch eliminates that Vitas, Brutal GG is left alone in a pretty bad disadvantage, given the fact that Snatch's got 127 HP. However, now it's 1-on-1. Brutal GG is pretty good with the sniper, but so is Snatch. Both have to play pretty carefully, especially Brutal GG that gets eliminated for not seeing Snatch coming from the side. $97 for MouseSports. Oh, Brutal GG getting a combo straight to the face. Just down with 8 HP, he has to be extremely careful if he doesn't want his team to lose the round and the first map. And in fact, Ella was kind of covering him. If we could see from the ooh, whoa, that was quick. That was really quick. And MouseSports, thanks to this pretty good and quick action, wins the first map. First map of a best of 3, let's remind you. And tonight we're going to see only this part of the semifinals, as the other one has been already played. I'll update you with the whole brackets after the match. In the meantime, guys, I would like to ask you... Oh, Caps has been picked. I would like to ask you, what do you think about what will happen in the finals? I've already asked you beforehand, who do you think will go to the finals among these two teams, these two great teams? I've seen some discussion happening during the match, but I was terribly concentrated into the map that I lost some of the messages. Sigmoid said that MouseSports would win against ROTW. And Donny Jack is asking to show the scoreboard more often. I'm gonna do that. That is actually a good display of stats to see who is dealing the most damage or the most frags. Who is more conclusive or more... Oh, Sigmoid said rest of the world. ROTW, rest of the world. So Sigmoid thinks MouseSports will win the cup. There's only one way to find it out, and this is one step of said way. Let's activate X-Ray, AutoCam, and first displays are Brutal GG and Slay that deals a combo against Brutal GG himself. Slay at the belt area, trying to get the flick shot, however, not quite there. He only ends up getting comboed by Brutal GG. I think it was Brutal GG, yes. And the first kill goes to Brutal... No, actually it was against Dylan. And Brutal GG then connects the second kill against Dylan. With either Slay or Snatch dealing the first kill against Vitas. And Ella finishes the round off with the most damage as well of the game. However, the most frags have been done by Brutal GG. Now we're seeing on the second round Dead Vitas dealing with Slay at the lift area. Dead Vitas getting some cover, although. Now Brutal GG going extremely offensive there. Going heads on alone as Dylan is on the back, tries to snipe Brutal GG down, but he's covered by the wall. And Ella there tries to scare Brutal GG off. Sorry, the opponent off. And there's Snatch gets obliterated by Brutal GG's combo, but Brutal GG has to be careful since he's got 38 HP and gets a direct air rocket to finish the round off. Very nice. Here we see still Ella as top damage dealer, although the top fragger is Brutal GG and Dylan. However, Dylan got more damage as Brutal GG there. Stoned Assassin asks who won map 1. Map 1 was won by MouseSports team. So if they win this map as well, they're gonna be the next finalists. In the meantime, we're seeing some teams that are oddly distributed, and Slay kills Dead Vitas from the back. As Alice now going to chase Slay with the Link gun. Slay surprisingly survived with 3 HP. And Brutal GG brought down with 5 HP right now. Now the low healthers are both on the same area, but Slay does not see Brutal GG on the side. This could have been a terrible mistake as Ella kills Dylan as well. Now Slay is really cornered. He needs to be extremely cautious. And Ella prevents him from being such cautious, getting the ace bonus, second round 1 for Team 400. Now Slay getting up close against Brutal GG and Dead Vitas. He sees it is not the case to go forward as he's brought down to 20 HP, and Brutal GG finishes Slay off from the top with a sniper rifle. Now he goes for the he's trying to go for the second kill, always from the top. But Snatch and Dylan do not allow him to go for it, as Snatch kills Dead Vitas now. He's kind of surrounded, but Snatch opens a way through Alice chips. And now they're left 1-on-1 with Brutal GG being only 10 HP. They both need to be careful. And their Brutal GG tries to pick up some health, but it's clearly not enough, and Snatch gets an ace as a reply to Ella's previous ace. Top fraggers are still Ella, Ella, And for the other team's Mouse Snatch, both with 4 frags. However, the top fragger is Brutal GG there with 5 frags. Jutang is asking who's casting. At the beginning, I introduced myself already. I am Seth Dacom from Unreal Bugs. And here we're seeing Ella trying to get a line of sight from either the back or the front, but what she gets is a combo straight to the face, going down to 50 HP. And also a direct shot from Slay, pushing her back down to 27 HP, and their Brutal GG 7 and then to 6 for the fall damage. Oh, that was a close call. Brutal GG not afraid. And Ella closes the round there. 3-2, this is even closer than the previous map. Two snipers from Slay towards the enemy, towards Brutal GG, going for exclusion. And then Dylan going up close against Brutal GG as well, and a 136 damage combo against Dead Vitas. He gets then the first frag out to Brutal GG, then goes for the rocket launcher, direct rocket against Dead Vitas, double kill there from Dylan. Now Alice left alone against Snatch and Dylan, which are 2 extremely strong players, but Alice not scared at all with that headshot. Now it's 1-on-1, same amount of health, same amount of armor. However, Ella picks up a 117, picks up 2 117, sorry. And they're both playing really, really careful, and Snatch gets the first sniper shot there. She sees Snatch last second, she manages to connect the sniper, but not before getting shot as well. Slight advantage for Snatch that concludes the round with a mid-air sniper shot. Well, mid-air. With his opponent being mid-air. Having a small lag in there. Now should be re-established. Now Brutal GG towards the back, trying to get the line of sight, but Snatch was waiting there and hits him directly. Now the teams are being a bit more territorial in there, even though careful. And as Scientist Pack said in the previous stream, this is a map where you can have a lot of pixel shots, where you can have a lot of small corners where you can go for hit scan, as we could see there beforehand. The Brutal GG exploiting the weird geometry of the map to get from one side of the map to the other through a wall run. Ella accompanied by Dead Vitas. We are missing most of the frags in there. We missed pretty much them all. Such a shame. Anyways, 400 team got the upper hand in there. I am really hoping for this map to be won by 400 so that we could see a third map together. I'm really looking forward to see the best of the best out of them. And Ella has cornered Snatch. Nice movement in there, now going aggressive with a link gun that can deal an insane amount of damage, supported by Dead Vitas from behind. They get snatched down. Now Dylan is left alone. Dylan, he is known as a very good team player. He has probably been already in many times under this situation, but he does not see Ella getting him down. Score 5-3, Slay a bit away from the map, and so is Brutal GG. However, he connects a direct shock primary from one side to the other, and Ella gets destroyed by a direct rocket from Dylan, which commits as well suicide, and Brutal GG destroys Snatch with that shock. And then we've seen Brutal GG risking a team kill with those two rockets. Now Dead Vitus and Brutal GG only have to corner Slay somewhere. There's a slight advantage Dead Vitus with the first shock. Slay manages to slip off the claw and gets one of the two kills. Now it's a skirmish from the bottom to the top between Slay and Brutal GG. Ooh. Bad choice from Brutal GG, which gets killed by Slay. Which is picking up, actually. As we are seeing, most of the frags have been dealt by Ella and Brutal GG together. With both around 2000 damage. With Mouse Snatch over 2000, being the only over 2000, and 6 frags. Now Slay also picked up with his... no, the frag was actually dealt by someone else. My bad. However, Slay picks a kill here now. Santa's back says you're missing frags because you're in autocam, which is also right. From the next round, we're gonna disable the... From here, we're going to disable the autocam. For this round, we're going to spectate onto Dylan. I said, let's switch onto Dylan. Autocam keeps reactivating on its own. Now going against Brutal GG, connecting his first rocket kill of the round. Getting sniped by a dodging Dead Vitus. Really nice flick shot there. Now a bit away from the map, Dead Vitus tries to connect a prediction combo there. Oh, that was a close call there with a link gun. And Dylan picks up also a health pack. Now it's 1-on-1 with Dead Vitus being on a clear advantage over 100 health points. And Dead Vitus gets the upper hand for his team. Now Brutal GG in the middle of the map, very bad positioning in there, gets a combo straight to the face, going down to 23 HP and then to 1. Now he goes on the top, manages to hit the snipe onto Snatch. Ooh, nice aerial shots there with 1 HP. He needs to be extremely careful. Also fall damage, minimum 4 damage would be deadly to him. Now switching up to Snatch, being the last man standing for his team. Down to 24 to 12, and Dead Vitus predicted it from happening. Now going on to Dead Vitus, who has got the previous round. He's a bit away. Gets a 112 combo, very nicely predicted there. Forcing Slay to retreat. Now at the belt area, let's go onto Slay. Having a skirmish against Dead Vitus there. And Dead Vitus finishes the work already started beforehand. Now Brutal GG having a small skirmish against Dylan onto the corridor. And then he decides to follow him to the lift. Nice combo in there. Now it's 2 against 1 and Brutal GG finishes the round in there. 8 to 5 for Team 4 Honor. And Repeat GG and Santa's back were talking about the camera views onto the number pad from 1 to 5 for the red team and from 6 to 0 is for the blue team, yes. And we're seeing now Brutal GG going, which was going against Dylan on the lift area, then switches on the other side Oh, that was a close call for Brutal GG. He would have dealt insane damage. But he deals, however, insane damage with the rockets. He locks on to Slay. Slay being the last man standing with 21 HP. He needs to run away and reposition also because he's alone against 3 people and not 3 low skill players. And he ends up being melted by Dead Vitus's Lincoln. Dead Vitus, which is now at the lift area, trying to go onto the back with the rocket launcher. Now switching to the shock rifle, trying to isolate the enemy team onto that corner. And gets the first kill against Dylan. Snatches the last man standing. And the second map goes here to Forhana. RepeatGG is asking who won the first map. The first map was won by MouseSports, so now we have the third decider map, which is the decider map. And it's going to be done by elimination, so we're going to have a little bit more of waiting because they're banning the maps right now as we are talking. And while they are picking, instead of going to the brackets, I'll do that at the end so that we can look at it with calm. Oh, it seems like there is being a hub change. Players are leaving, so let's go on to the hub. Maybe they are rehosting. Wasteful has uploaded the scores onto Plus Forward, as the players are still here. TG, Dead Vitus, Dylan, Fragam. Okay, pretty much everyone is here. Let's wait for them to either rehost or to change. So while we are while they are rehosting, I'm going to show you the brackets. Gonna switch as well. There, we are seeing we've seen initially Perfect Symmetry against Adrenaline, with Perfect Symmetry going up to the round 2, down to free agents. But we'll discuss more of this further on as the players after the cup. What we are interested is from the semi-finals for the moment. We have seen yesterday MouseSports versus Silent Artist, with Silent Artist winning and the MouseSports going onto the losers round 5 here against For Honor, which have crawled their way from here onto the round 2 against free agents, winning and then losing against Silent Artist, and then going against Perfect Symmetry, which I was talking about earlier on, and then going around the other half against For Glory, and there we arrived here today. The winner of this round here will go in this here against Silent Artist for the grand finals. This one has been automatically generated, so do not consider it. We are going to stop the cup here. Silent Artist against either MouseSports UT or For Honor. And it will be a best of 5. So now, as we are going, they are getting ready, hopefully. I'm going to take a small break until the players and the match are going to be set. If you guys need to talk to me, you can do it through the chat. I'll be always reading it. So until then, we'll catch you up later. Okay, here we are. As you can see, players are set. Someone already started with some guesses. Thanks for the spoilers. One of the two guys that posted already got it. And we are about to see the third map of the semifinals. After this map, we'll find out who the finalist is in Canon, guys. And there you go. Have fun, guys. We also have Fragam spectating as a special guest, kind of. So I heard you guys don't like autocam. I don't like it either anymore. So let's go on to Brutal GG for the moment. I really like this map on Elimination because you never know what can happen in the last millisecond. Thorax sings For Honor will make it. And it seems like Dylan didn't agree with that headshot there. However, Brutal GG counteracts against Dylan with a flying shock. Brutal GG now left alone with 24 HP. Snatch avenges Dylan there, getting the first round to MouseSports. Someone activated the cannon. Let's switch on to Snatch for winning the round. Snatch on the waterfall, waiting for someone to show up. And there is Ella, but however Ella strikes first, followed then by that Vitus against Snatch, forcing him to retreat under the belt. With Slay on its position, on the bad position, trying to give some cover. Snatch now trying to get a line of view. However, doesn't encroach anyone but Ella with that combo. Ella forced now to retreat at the lift, which now faces Slay. Slay aware that Ella is not at the top, the tip top of health. As we've seen Dead Vitus falling down there. Ella down to 7 HP, followed by Snatch and getting mauled by Slay's combo. And Snatch finishing the round off. Snatch now getting almost sniped by Dead Vitus as he was getting a line of sight against Ella. However, he does not connect there. Dead Vitus going further with us. Minigun secondary. I always confuse minigun with Lincoln. Now he tries to get a flying combo there. Nice attempt, however, it was badly timed. Not that it's easy to time something like this. Ooh, there he got shot off by Dead Vitus. As that Vitus also connects an amazing combo against Slay, which I have missed. My bad, guys, sorry for that. And he gets a third, which I did not miss against Dylan. And an ace as well. And I'm having slight lag here and there, some small frame drops. I apologize for that. Now that Vitus in a very close confrontation against Dylan, which has the upper hand and goes over full with 128 HP. And gets up close against Brutal GG as well. Brutal GG, which is also strong in up close contacts. However, he recognizes that he's not in the position to do that. However, he picks up a health and deals 96 damage with a combo. He almost dealt the second combo and deals extremely high damage against Slay as well. Well, not really extremely, however. As we heard someone making weird noises, we are seeing Slay at the armor spot, try to get the line of sight, then going towards the U damage area, encroaching Dead Vitus, which promptly hits him twice with a shock primary. Slay replies with one, and then he gets a line of sight against Ella. Nice looking from there. However, However, Slay got hit by that Vitas a third time, going down to 51 HP, and a fourth time going down to 28, and a fifth time killing him off. That Vitas being definitely the man of the match in here, with 4 frags. However, I name him man of the match for the actions he took. Well, I think he just lost and regained that title with that nicely placed flag secondary. Now Snatch left alone with 23 HP, kills that Vitas, but did not survive Brutal GG's link gun. Now Brutal GG with an insane amount of damage, 1697, 4 kills and 3 deaths. As well as Slay with just 996 damage. Now going back onto the action, let's go to Brutal GG. Which is by far the highest dealing damage player. He now goes with Slay, nicely placed rockets and sniper. He there risked to be mowed down by a potentially deadly combo. Now tries to deal a triple rocket against the opponent, but gets smacked down by Snatch's combo, which also goes over full and then back to almost full, thanks to Ella. Ella, which is now cornered, really bad position there. However, she survived a bit longer than I have expected. In that place you die really fast, even if you're a skilled player. There Dylan tries to predict something in there with a combo, however he just reveals his position. With Ella and Dead Vitas following. Oh, there, if Dylan dealt the combo he would have given high damage. Ella, however, deals 65 damage to Slay with a sniper. However, Slay replies with a flag cannon. He's now cornered from 2 of the 3 sides available to him, and he escapes there to the sniper. To 31 HP now he is dealt, and Ella finishes Slay off with a prediction combo. Dylan left alone with a brilliantly executed air rocket. He's however dealt down to 15 HP, and that Vitas finishes him off with another hit scan. Vitas being extremely deadly with a shock rifle today. Scored 3-4, Brutal GG being the man of the match considering damage and hit and kills, kill death ratio. And Brutal GG now at the rooftops, getting a line of sight against Slay. He heard possibly a lift jump pad, however he ignores it for the first time, but then he deals a rocket against his own self. He then goes aggressively there. Here's aggressiveness of Brutal GG. And Ella is the first player that goes away. Now let's switch on to Dylan with a false alarm, a false positive. Now followed by Snatch, if I saw correctly. No, S1. As S1 killed Dead Vitas with a shock. Now let's go on to Brutal GG being the last man standing with 16 HP. Oof, that was a close call. And Snatch gets the ace. However, Snatch could go really offensive with overfull. Now let's go on to Snatch for getting the ace at the jump pads junction. He then deals against Ella and Brutal GG. Very dangerous position there for him. Down to 70 HP. Now let's go on to Ella at the shock area, getting hit somewhere, but still out of the action. Now let's keep on to Ella, which had a contact with the whole enemy team beforehand. Now let's go on to Snatch, low HP, 13, down to 13, followed by Vitas, which lets go, curiously. People were asking for Ella's damage output, 614, so yes, it was definitely before under 600. Under 600. Scandalous. Snatch goes away thanks to Brutal GG, and Slay is the last man standing. Now he has the whole team against him. However, he kills one of the enemy teams, and Ella connects a headshot from the back. Ella now with 690, which is strange, because a headshot deals 125, however Slay was before below 125. First sniper for Ella there. Against Brutal GG, she tries the same with Dylan, however she does not connect that. Oh, she got hit by rockets from the back and from the front. Now Brutal GG is a bit out of the action. He now has a skirmish with Dylan at the door there. Where the ladder is, the stairs are, sorry. Nice tracking there from Brutal GG against Dylan, and then from against Slay getting the kill. Now things are getting intense as Brutal GG is the last man standing there for his team. He gets the second kill, and then it's 1-on-1 with an advantage actually for Brutal GG. Whoa, nice attempt there. Nice prediction and nice attempt. However, it did not connect. And here we are seeing the first overtime of the day. Incredible. This is how fast the actions were. And Brutal GG there earns the ace. I was sure it could be Dark Horse. Maybe Dark Horse happens when you're lower with HP. However, Brutal GG now earned the first view of the next round. 5-5 score is tied again. Now we are facing the last 9 rounds. I hope they're gonna be 9 so that we can see as much as possible. Brutal GG gets shot in there. Everyone from the 400 team gets shot at least once. And Dead Vitus is the first one of that team that goes away, and none of the MouseSports team gets even touched. Brutal GG is the last man standing actually. He has to be extremely careful, and there he goes. Tamer is asking who's commentating. This is Seth Dacom. Now, let's go on to Ella. No. Let's go on a bit more deep into the action. Slay seems like surrounded by Ella and Dead Vitus from one side and the other. However, seems like Ella let go. Now he's being chased from the back, but he's focused onto Brutal GG in the front, and he doesn't realize, he doesn't care apparently about the damage he got from the back, allowing Brutal GG from the front to kill him off. Brutal GG now down to 17 HP. He's now being extremely careful, aware that there is an enemy there, Snatch. That was a close call. GG has to be very careful, however, the whole team manages to get back on track. Score is tied 6-6. Time is about to be up, guys. What do you think? How do you think the match is gonna end? You've got some of the scores, you've got a deep enough idea of how it could end. As now Brutal GG is having a skirmish against, I think it was Snatch. It was Dylan. No, it was Snatch actually. And then he gets a double rocket and a 160 flying combo. 116, sorry. Now Slay, 19 HP. Whoa! Severe damage there. However, that Vidas is not scared of it at all and gets the 7th round for the team. Now 12 kills there for Brutal GG and 56 damage, the highest of the match. As well as, the lowest deaths he had beforehand. Now that Vidas got 3 rockets straight to the face, 300 damage, and the same got Ella. It seems like MouseSports team is getting a bit angry now with rockets. Slay there trying to get the line of sight. He tracked some enemies, tries to connect a combo in the middle of the next room. However, it does not connect to anyone. He keeps staying there, thinking that someone now might have gone. Slay there, double 45 against that Vidas, and then tries to connect a combo. He hits his own teammate. Bad mistake there. However, that Vidas is there left alone, so it is not too bad for Team MouseSports. However, that Vidas there in the corner deals 1 kill. However, Dylan closes the round with his Lincoln. So there is being a small discussion whether when happens Ace and when happens Dark Horse. I think Ace happens when one player kills all the team, and Dark Horse happens when one player kills all the team and is the last man standing, I think. Or has low HP. Oh, and they're a brutal flag skirmish there with Snatch victorious. And what happens when you deal extremely high damage? I think it should be above 300, then it's Wrecker. However, there's Snatch. Wise usage of the jump boots there, but he then makes a big mistake by going down, and Snatch finishes Ella off, going for the match point there. If they win one more round, just one more round, there you get their MouseSports team gets to the finals. And there we have Dylan playing cover there against that Vidas. However, no shots have been connected. Actually, yes, that Vidas against Dylan, going down to 97-78. Then a direct rocket against Ella. There, Dylan tries to read Ella's movement, but he does not go how he expected. Got my tongue twisted. And then he gets sniped down. Ooh, now Snatch is the last man standing there. There is a flash skirmish as Ella was reaching up. Snatch reads the movement correctly. He read the movements really well. However, that was not enough. Now 8-9 for Team MouseSports. Let's see actually Ella following Brutal GG, so we had for 1 or 2 seconds the same view basically. As Slay and Snatch are towards damage area, U damage area and armor area, we had Dylan that went on the other side, tried to sneak on Ella and Brutal GG. That Vidas is down, with the whole MouseSports team being up, Ella being extremely aggressive, also to run away from Dylan, and this is costing her a lot. She fell onto the water, and we have a finalist, ladies and gentlemen. So we're having MouseSports against Silent Artist this Sunday, and I want to remind you, since Silent Artist is the only team that has gone to the finals always winning, Silent Artist is going to have on the grand finals 1 point of advantage, and here I want to stop a little bit, and we are going now to the brackets. And as I predicted, the full screen has gone. Brilliant. Now switching back onto it. There we go. I hope you guys can see it correctly. There you go. Actually, let's go onto the rules first. Okay. We have max team size of 5, 3 plus 2 substitutes. And these things you should already know. Double elimination, as we could see here. One single elimination and double elimination. Plus a winner bracket and a loser bracket. Of course, both best of 3 with the grand finals here being best of 5 with a map advantage, as I mentioned before, for the winner of the winner bracket. The winner of the winner bracket here is Silent Artist, which, as you can see, has always won, has always been onto the winners bracket. And now they're gonna face MouseSports UT. A big applause for Honor for playing really good, as well as a big applause for all the other teams for joining and for playing really good, as well as providing us with a really great show. Now, the map list, as you know, is Campgrounds, Cannon, which we've seen very, very seldom, actually. Keops, Chill, which we did not see. Dectus, Grendel and Rankin. Of this, next Sunday, there are only 2 maps which we are not going to see. Now let's stop. Well, actually, I think I've said pretty much everything. So before saying goodbye to you, I would like to thank you very much for watching us, for being there. And if you guys want to see more cups, more content, if you want to play with us, you know where to reach us on our Real Pucks. And if you want to help us keeping our hub and then our cups up and with the same or better quality, we would really, really, really appreciate a small donation, even if just a small pint sacrifice for the cause. That would be really nice for us and for our cause. Well, there I've been a bit too dramatic by saying cause. And I would like also to thank Scientist Pack, which sadly could not be here because of school and work. However, we felt him in the spirit and we saw him sadly in the chats instead of studying and working. Thank you, Pack. And I'm imagining him laughing right now. And I would also like to thank you all that commented in there. And I've been also happy to see some returning people. I'm hoping to see them on the Real Pucks as well. I'm also pointing my finger against you, Tamerlane. And Santa's back there saying, don't tell my boss. If he doesn't see this stream, he will not know. And so we'll see you guys next Sunday with the finals. However, next Sunday there is a small problem. We will be casting the Blitz Cup. And as the finals could not be set anywhere else because of players not being able to play somewhere else, we will not be able to stream the finals. However, we will keep you updated, possibly through the cast of the Blitz Cup, or we'll give you notice somehow. We'll see what will happen. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys Sunday with the Blitz Cup. Cheers, guys.